Good morning. Welcome to the Reaching the Lost Success Strategies. This is our weekly report designed to give you a strategy to work on in your local church individually. Today, I want to deal with the cliché that I hear in almost every seminar. It doesn't work here. Now, preacher, we realize that you've had some success, that there are some churches doing very well, but listen, you don't understand our area. It doesn't work in rural America. It doesn't work in inner cities. It doesn't work on the East Coast. It doesn't work in the Northeast. It doesn't work on the West Coast. It doesn't work on an island culture. It doesn't work in the city central. It doesn't work with our area because so many denominational people don't like the Church of Christ. It doesn't work in our area because, people had a bad experience with our last preacher. Brethren, I have heard it all. Everywhere I go, the first reaction I get from my first lesson is, well, I'm so happy it worked there, but it won't work here. I believe in many cases, this is a way to absolve us from responsibility because we feel guilty. We feel guilty in that we know the Great Commission works. We know churches are growing. We're not growing. So it's easier for me to say, well, it just doesn't work here than to say, listen, I need to re-examine what I'm doing. Perhaps I can do a better job. Perhaps there's some strategy or maybe there's some training that I need to improve my evangelistic outreach. So when we go to an area and they say it doesn't work in inner cities, what I like to do is point them to inner cities. I like to take them to congregations sitting right within a local church, a city, and then start giving them results. Let me talk about the Honolulu Church of Christ. We were just there not long ago. Now it doesn't get more city central than that. The Honolulu Church of Christ sits dead set center in Honolulu. Lima is the preacher there. In just a few weeks, I think it's 4 or 5 weeks, they've had 6 baptisms. That's because their membership began to focus on evangelism. They began to do Bible studies, they're prospecting, they're working. It works in a big city. Someone says, well, it doesn't really work in rural America. Well, the New Hope Church, where Cole Wade preaches, it works in rural America. It doesn't get more rural than New Hope Church of Christ. This is near Middleton, Tennessee, not too far from Reed Hardman. They have done a marvelous job. They're reaching out to their community. They live in the middle of the farm fields, and yet they are able to get out to people they know, to prospect them, to do Bible studies. Incredible. They've already achieved their 10% metric for this year in their growth factor. And so someone says, well, it really doesn't work in the Northeast. Again, I'll show you congregations in Maryland, in New Hampshire, in other places where it is working, where they are baptizing people, where they're able to do Bible studies. So you're thinking to yourself, well, preacher, what are you trying to get at? Brethren, here's what I'm trying to do. The Great Commission works. We need to lay aside all the excuses we've had in America for so long. We're just too wealthy in this country. It doesn't work well with our culture. The model we teach is working all over the world. It's working on island cultures. It's working in Pacific cultures. It's working in third world countries. It's working in the Midwest, the South, the Southeast, the Northeast, the West, because the Bible teaches us that the principles of Jesus Christ reach to the hearts of people no matter what language they speak, what skin color they have, no matter what social class they live in. Brethren, we can reach people with the compassion of Christ. On some, have compassion, making a difference. That's the foundation of prospecting. You get contacts, you prospect them using compassion, different tools we teach you. You get people into a Bible study because the law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul, Psalm 19:7. You get to that Bible study will produce fruit. It's hard to say no to God. They can say no to you. Get them into the book, do the organized Bible study, and you'll see results. Doesn't matter where you live. So let's not allow those old cliches, it doesn't work here, to get in the way of teaching people the gospel of Jesus Christ. Brethren, get out of the pew, use the tools we're teaching, go to your neighbor, your friends, your family members, your ball team members, your shopping partner, whoever it is, and let's seek and save the lost. It works. Jesus gave us a commission that works, and you can do it. Thank you for listening to this week's Reaching the Lost.